Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, the 1976 season. Tonight, we are at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Today's date is June 9th, 76, and we've got the Atlanta Braves taking on the Chicago Cubs. The Braves come into this game at 19-32 and are already been taken off the next schedule block, so this could be the last game we see of them. They are in sixth place in the National League West. The Chicago Cubs are 25-27. They're not out of it by any means. Fifth place, National League East. But remember, the top three teams in each division make the playoffs. So they are not out of it by any means. So we will be seeing the Cubs, I'm sure, still. They are not done yet. The Braves shut this team out historically 2-0. The Cubs committed 4 errors. Are we going to see that kind of game tonight? Well, you never know here on Inside Pitch, especially RJL 518, my kind of games. You never know. So let's see. The fans here at Wrigley Field are in full swing. They are set and ready for some baseball. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs will be Joe Coleman. 4 wins, 13 losses, 4 saves, a 4.45 ERA. He gets the call tonight for the Cubs. And let's see what we have on tonight's game. Let's get to some action here. Top of the first inning for the Atlanta Braves. Leading off for the Braves will be center fielder Roland Office. 281 average, 4 homers, 34 RBIs. We're using red, white, and blue dice for the Cubs as they are the home team. Blue die will be red first, so let's get to it. Coleman makes the first pitch. That is a 6-3, strikeout 11, and that is too high. Wrigley Field only takes away 3 from walks. Roland Office will swing 5-4, and he grounds it to second. 1 quick out. And the next batter will be second baseman Rod Gilbreth. 251 average, a homer, 32 RBIs in 76 for the Braves. Coleman with the pitch, 2-3. Walk plus 10. Is that still going to walk? I think it will here against a righty of 12. -3 makes that a 9, but it becomes a 19 with the plus 10. So Gilbreth will still walk on that play. He will trot down to first. And now we'll see left fielder Jim Nguyen, 207 average, 17 homers, 66 RBIs for the Bravos. See if anything happening on the strat. 20, Coleman does have a pickoff chance. He throws to first, and nothing happens. Gilbreth gets back. Now Coleman will pitch. And that is a 2-4. That's a blank. Nguyen will swing, 6-3, star 4. That's a ground ball to short. Do they turn the double play? 2-1. And the infield automatically halfway. 2. Second baseman for the Cubs is Trio, -1. So the only way they get our double play is on a 1. Nope. But Gilbreth, however, is going to beat that throw, that 2. And even though with the Wintonfield halfway, his base running becomes a 2. That 2 is good enough, so Gilbreth will make it to second, but there will be 2 outs. As the only play was to first. Next up for the Braves, right fielder Ken Henderson. 262 average, 13 homers, 61 RBIs that year. The infield is back. Can Gilbreth get a steal attempt? No. Coleman will go ahead and pitch to Henderson. That's a 3-3, and against a lefty switch, that is a blank. Henderson will swing 3-1, and he flies out to right, and that will do it. Only a walk for the Braves. That's all they can get. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Atlanta Braves will be Andy Messersmith. 11 wins, 11 losses, a save, a 3.04 ERA. One of their better pitchers over the last time I think I had Messersmith in the game for the Braves. I think he did not have a good matchup. I know that was kind of late in the first schedule block. Not 100. I think he had a hard game. Yeah, he got the loss. Actually, he pitched pretty well. He only gave up 2 runs, so that was that game against the Cardinals. So bottom of the first, let's see what the Cubs have got for the matchup. Leading off for the Cubs will be center fielder Rick Monday. 272 average, 32 homers, 77 RBIs. There's nothing wrong with that statistic for the year. That is a good year. You hit over 270 and you still have 30 bombs, and over 70 RBIs. I'll take that stat every year. Messersmith, and that is a Suadice. 4-3, strikeout 2, got him. He gets Monday on a K. First strikeout for Messersmith. Next batter for the Cubs will be the left fielder, Jose Cardinal. 299 average, 8 homers, 47 RBIs. Again, nothing wrong with that statistic. Messersmith 1-1, strikeout, and that is a definite strikeout, and 1-1-1, and that is definitely an out. Messersmith gets the second strikeout of the game for him. 2 quick outs. Here's the third baseman, Bill Madlock. 339 average, 15 homers, 84 RBIs. One of the leading hitters in the majors in 76. Although he's not a good third baseman. Messersmith will pitch. 6-5. That's a strikeout. The 17 is high, though. Madlock will swing. 6-6. And against a righty, that's a ground out to second. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Cubs as well. After 1, no score. Top of the second. Leading off for the Braves will be the catcher, Earl Williams. He will be traded to Montreal later in the year. 225 average, 17 homers, 55 RBI. Coleman, 1-6, strikeout 6, got him. He gets him on a strikeout. First strikeout for Coleman. He had 104 of them in 76. Next up for the Bravos, first baseman Tom Pachorik. He's at first base today, 290 average, 4 homers, 36 RBIs. Coleman with the pitch, 4-4. That's a double question mark. That 8 is going to be too high for either side. Pachorik will swing 2-2, but he does get a base hit to center. Single for Pachorik. Man on first. Next batter, the shortstop, Daryl Chaney. 252 average, a homer, 50 RBIs that year. Infield does go halfway. Anything happening on the bases? Coleman will throw to first. And no, Pachorik gets back. Coleman will now pitch. And that is a 2-4. That's a blank. Chaney will swing 6-1. Ground ball right back to Coleman. Let's see if they get the double play. 2, 1, 2, 3. And Chaney hitting from the left side. So the shortstop is pivot. And that is Rosello. And he has a 0. So only on a 3, they turn the double play. And they will get that. 1-6-3 double play. Inning over. So the Braves get a hit, but that's all they can muster. As we will go to the bottom of the second, Peter Bergs is first to join us here at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Leading off for the Cubs will be right fielder Jerry Morales, 274 average, 16 homers, 67 RBIs. This Cubs team really had not much pitching, but they could hit the ball in 76. Messersmith, 5-5, automatic out. Star 1, fly out to center. One quick out there. Next up, the first baseman, Pete Lecoq, 221 average, 8 homers, 28 RBIs that season. 1-2, strikeout, 16 is a negative. Lecoq will swing, 6-5, fly out to right. Two outs. And now we'll see second baseman Manny Trio, 239 average, 4 homers, 59 RBIs. Messersmith ready to deal. And that is a 1-5 error. Trio, and that'll re-roll that. Trio, 2-4. That's a fly ball to right field. And that is hit to Ken Henderson. His error rating is a 3. That's a 12. He'll have no problem making that catch. So it goes as a fly out to right and another 3 up and 3 down inning for the Cubs. After 2, no score. So far, a much different game than the 16-3 destruction my Mets handed out the Padres last night. You never know what'll happen here. Top of the third baseman Jerry Royster leads off for the Bravos. 248 average, 5 homers, 45 RBIs. Coleman, 6-5, that's a range play. Royster, 5-4. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is at the Trio. It's a range play. His range is a 4. No, that's going to get by him. That'll be a base hit. Royster just barely gets it by Trio, dives for it, but a little bit out of his reach, and Royster has a single. That will bring up the pitcher, Andy Messersmith. He actually can hit 179 average. Corners are in, expecting the bunt, and I'm probably going to do that. So let's just see what the strat roll says. Nothing happening else on the strat roll. So we're going to go ahead and do a regular bunt. So Coleman will go ahead. Corners are in, which means bunt rating for the batter is lowered by 1 if it's hit to third or first. But Coleman gets the pitch first, 6-3, and that is a strikeout. Now, strikeouts on a bunt attempt are halved, and this is not going to be good for Messersmith. 21 divided by 2 is 10.5, so it would round it down to a 10. That's a 3, and even though Messersmith were trying to bunt, he strikes out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Coleman as he gets Messersmith trying to bunt, and pretty much maybe Messersmith bunts it foul. His bunt rating's a 3 anyway, so not the best. So that is a strikeout, and there's 1 out. Now the infield will move back to halfway. Top of the order for the Braves, here is Office. Office is 0 for 1. Now we'll see if anything happening on a strat. And 13, no. Ronald Spersky joins us here at Wrigley Field. And he says, come on, Braves. Coleman will pitch, 2-4. And that's a blank. Office will swing, 1-6 against a righty. That's a single pass short for a base hit for Office. Royster's base running rating is a 4. In order to get to third, though, he needs to be a 5 on a single pass short, so he will hold at second. So runners at first and second for Rod Gilbreth. Gilbreth walked his first time up. The infield still staying halfway. See if anything on strat. The 10 says a negative. Coleman, a little bit of a jam here. Top of the third, no score. Coleman will pitch, 6-2. That's a range play. Gilbreth will swing, 4-6. It's a fly ball to center field, and that is hit to Rick Monday. Monday's range is a 3. No, he won't get it. Is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a single for Gilbreth. Single to center. Royster's base running rating is a 4. Single to center, +2 from second base makes it a 6. Monday, +2 is an 8. There's not going to be a throw. And so Royster will come in and score automatically. Roland, now that means it wasn't a throw home, but was there a throw to third? Office's base running rating is a 3. Single to center. -1 is a 2. Monday +2 is a 4. So a 1 to 4, Office will make it to third. 5 he holds, 6 he's out. Or no, not 6 may be out. That's a 5. He holds at second anyway. But the Braves jump out on top and take a quick 1-0 lead on an RBI single by Gilbreth. Next batter for the Braves will be Jim Nguyen. Infield still staying halfway. Nguyen is 0 for 1. We will check to see if there is a strat. The 9 says no. Coleman will pitch to Nguyen. And that's a 4-4. Double question mark. And against a righty, a 1 to 6 is a single up the middle. That's a 2, and that's exactly what it is. That's a base hit for Nguyen. Office's base running rating is a 3. He will score from second easily, so Office comes in to score. Gilbert's base running rating is a 3, needs to be a 4 to get to third. He will hold at second, and the Braves now lead 2-0 on the Cubs. Third straight single given up by Coleman. So 4 singles here in the top of the third, and the Braves already lead 2-0. And here is Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 1. They're going to go talk to Coleman on the mound for a moment, see how he's doing. And they will go ahead now and let him pitch a little bit more. Infield remaining halfway, but right now the hitters are hitting them where they ain't. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. No. Coleman will pitch. 4-6. That's a wild pitch. That 12, no. Ball 1. As Steve Swisher of the Cubs prevents the ball from getting past him. Coleman will pitch again. 3-5. Strikeout 1. Got him. He gets Henderson on a K. And that will be strikeout number 3 for Coleman. That is a big K. 2 outs. Here's Earl Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. Anything happening on the bases? No. Coleman ready to deal to Williams. And that's a 3-5. Strikeout 17. No. Williams will swing. 1-2. Base hit. Pass short. That's a single for Earl Williams. Will it score Gilbreth? Base running rating is a 3. With 2 outs becomes a 4. Yes, it will. He will score from second, so Gilbreth comes in. Nguyen's base running rating is a 4 with 2 outs. And a single pass short. He still has to hold at second base. And that is the third run in for the Braves, and now lead 3-0 on an RBI single by Williams. Stadium groans. Steeler fan joins us here at Wrigley Field. So runners at first and second now for Tom Paciorek. Paciorek is 1 for 1. He's singled his first time up. The Braves have already beaten the historical score. They won this game historically 2-0. It is now 3-0. Coleman in a little bit of trouble. See if he can get out this jam. And the 4 says, nothing happening. Coleman will pitch. 5-6. That's a strikeout. 17 is a negative. Paciorek will swing. 6-2 against a right-hander. That is a fly out to right. And the inning ends. 3 runs for the Braves on 5 hits. 2 men stranded. So that's a good run. That's a good inning for the Braves. They lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third inning coming up. Leading off for the Cubbies, the catcher, Steve Swisher, 236 average, 5 homers, 42 RBI. Messersmith will deal. That's a 6-3. Hit by pitch. That's 6. No. Swisher will swing. 1-4. He pops out to short. One down, and here is the shortstop, Dave Rosello, 242 average, a homer, 11 RBIs. Only played about a little bit more than half the games for the Cubs that year. Messersmith ready to deal. And that's 2-2. Strikeout 6. Yep, got him. He strikes out Rosello. Strikeout number 3 for Messersmith. He had 135 of them in 76. Coleman does not have his own card to hit, so we use the pitcher's card for the Cubs. So here is Joe Coleman, and he will bat. The remaining pitchers batted 086 for the Cubs that year. So Coleman trying to maybe keep the inning alive. We'll see what happens. Messersmith with the pitch. 4-4. And against a righty, that is a blank. Swing for the pitchers. 5-2. Nope, that's just a ground out to short. And the inning is over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Messersmith. 3-0 Bravos after 3. Fourth inning coming up. And here is Daryl Chaney for Atlanta. He is 0 for 1. Coleman will pitch. And that's 5-6. Strikeout 12. Yep, he got him. He gets Chaney. Another strikeout for Coleman. That's his 4th. One down. Next up will be Jerry Royster. Royster is 1 for 1, singled his first time up. 3-6, strikeout, 8, no. Royster will swing. 1-5, that's a line drive at right to first, but Lecoq will put it away for the out. 2 down. And now we'll see Messersmith. Messersmith tried to bunt his last time up, but kind of failed. Struck out. So now we'll see what Messersmith does here. Coleman, 1-4, strikeout 2. Yep, got him. That's simple as pie. That's the 5th strikeout for Coleman, and the inning is over. So Coleman gets a nice 1-2-3 inning, which he needed after having a tough 3rd. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th with the Braves leading 3-0. Top of the order for the Cubbies here is Monday. Monday is 0 for 1. The friendly confines of Wrigley Field. I have to admit, as much as I love Wrigley Field and Fenway Park, and I love that they've modernized both stadiums, but I think really those 2 ballparks really are obsolete. They need new. I love them. I know they're national monuments, and I get that. But I know deep down inside, Cubs fans really would love a brand new ballpark. So would the Red Sox. Messersmith with the pitch. 4-3. Strikeout 8. Got him. He gets Monday. Monday strikes out again. And that is strikeout number 4 for Messersmith. Here's Jose Cardinal. He's 0 for 1. Messersmith, 5-6. That's an automatic out. That's going to be a star 5 and a fly out to left. And I have been to Wrigley Field. I love the ballpark. I truly do. Here's Bill Madlock. Madlock is 0 for 1. But I do think it's time they got it. That baseball stadium is 100 years old. Really. Messersmith, 6-6. That's at the park. Wrigley Field will say 4-6, star 6, fly out to right, and that is the inning. 1-2-3, go the Cubs. After 4, still 3-0 Braves. That stadium, both Fenway Park and Wrigley Field are over 100 years old. Now, the Texas Rangers moved into the ballpark in Arlington, and think of 1994, 95, 94, somewhere between 94 and 96. They moved into that ballpark. That ballpark was only, that ballpark is only 30 years old, And now they've moved into another new park. The Braves had Turner Field. That stadium opened up in 96. And now they've been in, they went into Truist Park only a few years ago. So obviously, if a ballpark is 20 years old or over, it's already old. I don't know. But Fenway Park and Wrigley, I don't know. Michael Peterson joins us here at Wrigley Field. Top of the fifth. Leading off for the Braves will be Roland Office. He is 1 for 2 with the single. Coleman will pitch. 4-2, that's blank. Office will swing 6-3 against a right-hander. That's going to be a single past second, and Office has his second hit of the game. Another nice base hit for Office. Gilbreth is next. He's 1 for 1, singled and walked. Infield goes to half. See if anything on the bases. And Coleman fires to first. And no, Office gets back. As Michael Peterson says, you have to visit the Globe. Gorgeous ballpark. Now, of course, I've not been there, but I've seen it, and it is gorgeous. Beautiful stadium. Kind of like, you know, really want the truth? It looks more like a copy of Minute Maid Park. Kind of like a copy of Minute Maid Park with a little deeper though in right field. I think I'm not talking fence distance. It just looks like it's a little deeper. I don't know, but it looks like a copy of Minute Maid Park, and that is a gorgeous stadium. Steeler fan, your Astros playing. There are a lot of beautiful stadiums, and yes, of course, I do love my own Citi Field, and I do love Marlins Park, which is now known as what we known as Lane Depot Park down here now. Ugh. Pitch from Coleman, 5-4, and against a righty, that's a base hit right up the middle. That's going to be a single. Will that score off? Will that move Office to third? No, it will not. He has to hold at second. That's a base hit for Gilbreth. He has his second hit. As it looks like Coleman has issues with the top of the Braves batting order. And now here's Jim Nguyen. Nguyen is 1 for 2. You don't have the desire to go to Wrigley, you may be disappointed. Don't be. I have been to Wrigley Field years ago for a game between the Cubs and the Mets. Trust me. Beautiful stadium. Beautiful. Old, but beautiful. Let's see if anything happening on the strat here. 15 says a no. Coleman again in a bit of a jam. Nobody out here, top of the fifth. 6-5, range play. Nguyen will swing 5-4. That's a line drive to first, and that is hit to Jose Cardinal. His range is a 2, but the infield halfway is a 1. He needs to make this, and he will not. And is that going to be a single or a double? That's going to be a single for That's going to be a single 9 for Jim Nguyen. That's a base hit. So it's an S9. Office's base running rating is a 3. +1 is a 4. And right field for the Cubs is Morales. -1 is a 3. So a 1-3 Office will score on the blue die. And no, it's a 6. So the white die is a 3. And Morales' arm is a -1. And there's going to be an out. So now we roll the die one more time, and that is going to be a 2, and the throw goes home, and Office is thrown out at the plate. They get Office. They do get Office. Gilbreth, however, does go to third on the throw. And Nguyen advances to second on the throw as well. So it is an out, but you got runners at second and third. So runners at second and third is 1 out, as Roland Office is thrown out by Jerry Morales. The batter now is Ken Henderson with runners at second and third. Dave Gardner joins us here at Wrigley Field. Always an honor when he joins me in a chat. But, of course, it's an honor when everybody is here. no matter who you are and what sport you like. Runners at second and third. Henderson is the batter. He is 0 for 2. And the Cubs are going to call the infield in. They cannot afford any runs. Let's see if anything happening on the strat. A 4 is a no. Coleman will pitch. 3-4. Strikeout. 13. Just misses. No. Henderson will swing. 5-6. Fly out to left. Now, will that score Gilbert? That's out number 2. First of all, his sacrifice fly rating is a 2, and he will not bring in Gilbert that way. Gilbert's base running rating is a 3. That was to left field. That is Cardinal, and he has a 0 arm. So a 1-3, Gilbert will, on a blue die, he will score. 4 or 5 he holds. 6, someone could be out. That is a 6. Now we check the white die, and that is Cardinal. He has a 0, and that 1-2 is going to be an out. Question is who? That is a 5. Gilbert tries to come home, and the throw goes to the plate by Cardinal, and Gilbert is down. He is out. Side retired. Wow. 2 throwouts by the outfield. Cardinal gets one, and now Morales got one, and now Cardinal gets one, and that will end the inning. As the lead runner is thrown out on both the plays, and Joe Coleman gets out of the jam. So no runs on 3 hits, 2 assists from the outfield. We go to the bottom. We're already halfway through this game. 3-0 Braves. As Mr. Gardner says, tough day at the office. Well, it's certainly one for him. Bottom of the 5th, and here is Morales. Morales is 0 for 1. Messersmith will pitch. 1-4, strikeout, 13, no. Morales will swing. 1-2 against the right-hander. That is a fly out to right. 1 out. Pete Lecoq will be out next. And by the way, Dave, I love watching your I've been watching your shootout hockey. Looks great. I really would like to see some more APA hockey on. I haven't seen much of that lately. I'd like to see more of that. And I know, of course, you're still waiting for me to play some Inside the Crease. May do a period tonight. I think I've gotten some things set up. And of course, and also, Dave, your football is awesome. Dave, everything you do is awesome. That's all I got to say. Everything you do is awesome. Messersmith will pitch. 1-6. Error on a grounder. Lecoq will swing. 1-5. And that's going to be a base hit to left field. That is the first hit off of Messersmith. Now we got to see if there's a grounder error. It's a single to center, or single to left, and that is hit to win. His error rating is a 6. That's a 5. It's going to be a single and an error on left fielder Nguyen. It's a single and an error, which means it's an automatic 2-base advance. Now we got to find out if Lecoq can take third. His base running rating is a 3. Nguyen has a -2 arm. So the only way he can take third is on a 1. No, he'll stay at second on a 5. So that is a single and an E7. First error on the Braves. And that is the first base hit of the game for the Cubs. Messersmith, pretty good. He went through 4 innings of no-hit ball, but got a big run on second base to see if they can get the Cubs back into it. You're addicted to that solitaire pro football. I know you are. I know you're enjoying it. Trust me, sometimes I just lurk. Sometimes I'm lurking. You never know when I might be watching. So 1 out, Lecoq on at second. Here's Trio. Can the Cubs maybe get a run in here? Trio's 0 for 1. Infield is normal. Nothing. Messersmith turns around. He's going to get a chance to get Lecoq. That is an 18, and nothing happens. Lecoq gets back, and now Messersmith will pitch. That's a 2-6 against a righty, a walk chance, and that 14 is a no. Trio will swing 4-4. He flies out to left. Lecoq's base running rating's a 3. -3 modification on a fly to left makes it a 0. Nguyen has a -2 arm, so there's absolutely no chance Lecoq will go to third. He will stay right where he's at. And now here's Steve Swisher. Swisher is 0 for 1. Strat says nothing. Lecoq on at second. Messersmith ready to deal. And we got a 5-1. And against a righty, that's a home run chance. Swisher against a right-hander is a 5. The 10 is too high. No homer for Swisher, but he does get to hit 2-4, and he's going to get a base hit into center field. That's a single for Swisher. Will that score Lecoq? Base running rating 3 with 2 outs is a 4. Single to center, +2, 6, and the center fielder for the Braves is Roland Office. He has a +1 arm. That is a 7. There will not be a throw, which means Lecoq will score, and Swisher goes to first. The Cubs are on the board. It's now 3-1. RBI single by Swisher. And that run, however, is unearned because he got to second base on an error. RBI single for Swisher. Next up will be Rosello. Rosello 0 for 1. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 13, nothing happening on the bases. Messersmith 4-5. And against a righty, that's blank. Rosello will swing 5-4. And against a right-hander, that's a ground out to short. And that will end the inning. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. The Cubs made 4 errors historically in this game. The Braves made none. But in this game, the Braves have already made an error. After 5, 3-1 in favor of the Bravos. Tribe Fan joins us here at Wrigley Field. Tawny Kaitain passed away? Wow, yes. And she was in the Whitesnake video, Is This Love? Oh, beautiful lady. Beautiful lady. Why has everybody got to give me somebody that died every time I play a game? Jeez. Leading off for the Braves here in the top of the 6th will be Earl Williams. Williams is 1 for 2. Coleman, let's see how many batters he can face. He's got 25, so he's got 3 batters left. He's due to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning first, so they're going to hope Coleman can complete the game. Will complete the inning. 6-2 for Coleman. That's a range play. Williams will swing 5-3. Pop fly ball to third, and that's Madlock, not who you want to hit to if you're a Cubs fan. His range is a 1. And that's a 6, and that's going to drop in for a base hit way out of his reach. So that's a single, and Williams will be on first for his 2nd hit of the game. Earl Williams gets his 2nd hit, and now we'll see Tom Paciorek. Paciorek is 1 for 2. Infield halfway. Nothing really can happen with Williams. There can still be a pickoff, which there isn't. Coleman will pitch to Paciorek. 4-5. That's a walk +10, but that 19 is going to be too high. Paciorek makes that a 16. -3 is a 13. Even with a walk +10, Paciorek does not get the walk. He does get to swing 2-6, and that's that's even better. That's a base hit to left field. Single for Paciorek. Williams' base running rating is a 1. Single to left -2, -1. And Nguyen is a minus, and left field, Cardinal's a 0. Williams will automatically hold at second base. But Pachorik has his second hit of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And now Daryl Chaney. Chaney is 0 for 2. They really want Coleman to get out of this, to do this inning. He is due to bat first in the bottom of the sixth, but right now, it don't look so good. Infield is still halfway. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. A 2, no. Coleman will pitch. 4-4. Double question mark. And against a left, Chaney hitting from the left side. A 1-2 would be a base hit up the middle. That's a 4. Chaney does not get that. He will swing 5-4. And against a right-hander, that is a ground out to second. Do they turn the double play? 2-1-2. Shortstop for the Cubs, Rosello a 0. A 1-2, they turn the double play. No, the runners will advance. So Williams to third, Pachorik to second, as the only play was at first, and that is out number 1. Next batter will be Royster. The infield will come in. Actually, they're going to play the infield halfway. Makes sense. Williams' base running rate becomes a 0. So on a grounder, there's really no way he can go. We'll see if the Cubs call the right play here. Infield halfway. Coleman will pitch. We'll first see if anything on the bases. A 4 says no. Coleman. 3-2. Error on a grounder. Royster, 3-6. That's a star 2. It is a ground ball to second base, and the ball is hit to Trio. His error rating is a 5. That's a 2. It's going to go right through the wickets on Trio. Holy cow, that is an E4. Runners advance 1 base on the error. It goes right through the wickets. Williams comes in to score. Pachorik goes to third. Royster to first. And it is now 4-1 Braves. And that is the first error on the Cubs. They had 4 of them historically in the game. That's the first, but that is a huge error on Manny Trio. Oh, wow, that is bad. So runners only move 1 base on a grounder. Now runners at the corners. And the batter is Andy Messersmith, and he's going to bat. He's probably going to hit away here with 1 out. Coleman is now tired. Actually, he has been tired. They're going to see if he can get out of this. They'll let him pitch to Messersmith, though. But now 4-1 Braves. Anything on the bases? No. Coleman will pitch. 6-4. Strikeout, and he will get him. He does strike out Messersmith again. And that is strikeout number 6 for Coleman. 2 outs. As Messersmith having a good game, so they might as well keep him in there. And here's Roland Office. Office is 2 for 3. Got thrown out at the plate, but he's got 2 base hits. They're going to keep with Coleman, see if he can get out the inning. 4-1 Braves. A huge error. That is not Coleman's fault. I am rolling a strat, see if anything on the bases, and no. Coleman will pitch. That's a 5-5. That's a walk. That 5 is a walk. And the bases are loaded. And now the batter is Rod Gilbreth. And that's going to be it for Coleman. I got no choice. So the Cubs will probably bring out someone that can just get it 1 out here, as Coleman is done for the game. Got a bad break there on the error. So let's see who the Cubs want to bring out. And they'll bring out a right-hander here. They're probably looking for just 1 quick out. One quick out. They're going to go with Steve Renko. 8 wins, 12 losses, no saves, a 3.98 ERA. Renko's job is to get an out. Bases loaded. Rod Gilbert, the batter, he is 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk. Braves can really open it up here. They do lead 4-1. I am ruling for on the bases. A 14 says no. So it's Renko against Gilbert, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Renko with the pitch. 5-1, that's blank. Gilbreth will swing. 5-2, star 4, he will get out of it. Grounded to third, and that throw is going to go to first to get Gilbreth, and the inning will end. And that could have been a lot worse for the Cubs. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1 Braves. Bottom of the 6th inning. The leadoff batter was Renko. The Cubs will go to the bench, and coming on to pinch hit will be Joe Wallace. 254 average, 5 homers, 21 RBIs. Joe Wallace will go up against Messersmith here to start the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-1 Braves, could have been a lot worse. Messersmith with the pitch. 5-2, strikeout 20. No. Wallace will swing. 5-2, pops out to first. Out number 1. Next batter for the Cubbies will be Monday. Monday is 0 for 2. I bet he wish it was Sunday. Messersmith will pitch. 2-3, range play. Monday will swing. 3-4, base hit to pass Messersmith, but that is a range play, and he's got good range. His range is a 4, and he's got it. He makes the spear, and he takes it on the hop. It doesn't get past him. He'll throw to first to get Monday, out number 2. What a play by Messersmith. Got good range there. So he turns a single into an out, into a ground out. Here's Jose Cardinal. Cardinal is 0 for 2. Messersmith doing it with the glove. Pitch from Messersmith, 6-4. That's an error on a throw. Cardinal, 4-1, and that is going to be a base hit into left field. That will be a single. There will not be a throwing error there. There will not be a throwing error there on a single into left field, mostly because it only works if you got runners on base, which you don't. So that is just a base hit for Cardinal, and he will hold it first. Now it's up to Bill Madlock. Madlock is 0 for 2. Needs to come through with a good hit here. As Gillies Tebow joins us here at Wrigley Field. Yes, National Male Day of Mourning for Tawny. And everybody was very, very jealous of Chuck Finley. However, I heard she was not easy to live with. That's what I was told. It doesn't matter. She was still a beautiful lady. And remember, she was also in the movie with Tom Hanks. What was it? Wedding Day? I forget the name of the movie, of the title. She was in the film with the stiletto in the leg was the climax. Yeah. I forget. We had Tom Hanks in it. Tawny Kaitain was in that. Bachelor Party. Thank you. Couldn't remember the name. Cardinal on it first. Let's see if anything. Am I rolling a strat? Yes, I am. And that is a 5. Nothing happening. Cardinal's not going to steal here. You're down by 3 runs. You need base runners. Messersmith will pitch. 1-3. That's at the park. Wrigley Field says 5-6. And that's a blank. We got a rare play with men on base. So we go to the rare play chart. Let's see what it is. And that is a 1-6 triple play chance as line out into as many outs as possible. Roll 1d6 to get who catches the line out. Well, it can't be a triple play chance because there's only 2 men on base. And somebody asked me about a triple play. I've not had one. That's the only way you can. So roll 1d6 to see who gets to catch the line out, which we do, and that is a 1. And that's caught by Messersmith, the pitcher. So Messersmith makes the catch. He throws to first to get Cardinal, and there are 2 outs. If there were 2 men on, that would have been my first ever triple play. But nope, it's 2 outs. I'm sorry, that's 3 outs. That's 3 outs. That's a line out double play because Monday grounded out. That's 3 outs. My bad, but I caught it. So that is an L1-3 double play, inning over. So no runs, a hit for the Cubs. And after 6, it's still 4-1 Braves. As Messersmith doing it with the glove as well as the arm. The only thing he hasn't done it with is the bat. He struck out all 3 times. 7th inning coming up. Jim Nguyen leads off for Atlanta. They got right switch right coming up. I think the Cubs will bring out a right-hander to pitch to Nguyen. And they'll go with their workhorse, and that's going to be Paul Russell. 4 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, 4.55 ERA. Paul Russell will pitch to Jim Nguyen to start the top of the 7th. 4-1 Braves. Russell with the pitch. 5-6 against the righty. Strikeout. 17 is no. Nguyen will swing. 1-5. Fly out the left. That is the first out. We'll now see Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 3. Russell will pitch. 3-3. That's a walk. That 7 is a walk. Henderson will trot down to first on ball 4. First time he's reached base in the game. Here's Earl Williams. Williams is 2 for 3 today. 2 singles. The infield is halfway, and I am still rolling a strat. Henderson, pretty much the only way he could steal is on a 1. That is a 3. A hit, and I'm not going to do a hit and run here. No need to. You're up by 3 runs. Russell will pitch. 5-2. Range play. Williams will swing. 3-3. Ground ball to third. That ball is at the Madlock, and that's not going to be good. His range is a 1, but with the infield halfway, it's a 0. That is an automatic base hit. And that is a failed range play, so is that a single or a double? That's going to be a double for Earl Williams. Wow, what a game he's having. That's going to be a D7. Henderson's base running rating is a 3. -1 on a D7 to get home is a 2. Left fielder for the Cubs, Cardinal, is a 0. On a 1-2 on the blue die, Henderson will score. That is a 5. He will not. He will hold it third. And Williams holds it second. Williams having a good night tonight. 2 singles and a double. Runners at second and third with 1 out. And here's Tom Pachorik. Pachorik is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles tonight. And the Cubs are going to call the infield in. As Gilly says, Earl is one of your favorite Expos. Yes. If you're wondering why he's in an Expo, remember, he is in an Expo card, but that's because he's traded to Montreal later this year by the Braves. Runners at second and third. They call the infield in. Let's see if anything happening on the bases. 15 says a no. Russell will pitch. 2-6. And against a righty, that's a walk chance. The 17 is a negative. Pachorik will swing. 4-4. And that is a ground ball to third. At the ground ball to third, Henderson's base running rating becomes a 1 with the infield in. He is going to hold, and the throw's going to go to first to get Pachorik for out number 2. So the runners will hold on that. And why not? Let another man have a chance. Here's Daryl Chaney with runners at second and third. Now the infield is back. Chaney is 0 for 3. Anything on the bases? A 1. No. Russell will go ahead and pitch to Chaney. And that is a 4-3. That is a blank. Chaney will swing 6-4. Base hit, short past the shortstop. That is a single for Daryl Chaney. Henderson comes in to score. Williams' base running rating is a 1. And single pass short and becomes a 2 with 2 outs. Single pass short, no, he still cannot score. He has to hold at third because Williams is not that fast. But the Braves do get the run in, and it is now 5-1. RBI single by Chaney. So the Cubs bring in Russell, and he can't really get the men out. Here's Jerry Royster for Atlanta, and he is 1 for 2. Singled and reached on an error. 2 outs. 5-1. They're going to keep Russell. Russell can still pitch couple more batters. And now there is no more Strat. Russell will pitch. 6-4. Walk plus 10 at 6. Yep. That will walk them. The bases are loaded. The bases are loaded, and the batter is Andy Messersmith. Messersmith pitching a beautiful game. He's only given up 1 run on 3 hits. You have a 4-run lead here. Messersmith can pitch to 30 batters. He's got at least 9 more left to go before reaching that. Do I take him out here or a chance to give the Braves a chance to go wide open? National League Baseball. Gotta love it. Let's see. I really don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to take him out. He's pitching a gem, and he got a 4-run lead. Yeah, we're going to leave him in. He's going to swing. We're going to leave him in there. He's going to swing. Bases loaded. I'm not going to take him out. There's 2 outs. So Russell will will pitch to Messersmith. Messersmith ready to go. He has struck out all 3 times. There is no Strat, so Russell will pitch. 3-6, strikeout, 14, got him, and that will end the inning because Messersmith's at 21, and that doesn't matter. So Messersmith struck out all the times, and the inning is over. 1 run on 2 hits and a couple of walks. Braves now lead 5-1. As I said, maybe that might not have been the right play, but your pitcher is pitching a gem, and he's got at least a couple more innings left in him, and you got a 4-run lead. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I'll be right back. For a station break, this is the RJL 518 Sports Network. Don't forget, we got 10-minute ticker coming up after the game. Tomorrow on Inside Pitch, we will stay. We're in Chicago. We're not going to go much further, though. We're going to head to Cleveland. We're going to take a trip to the Mistake by the Lake. The Chicago White Sox will take on the Cleveland Indians tomorrow night. We get our second look at the White Sox as I try to complete as we get closer and closer to the end of the second schedule block. It'll be Ken Brett taking on Jackie Brown tomorrow night. The White Sox and the Indians at Cleveland Municipal Stadium, the Mistake by the Lake. Bottomless seventh here. Braves lead 5-1 here at the friendly confines. Messersmith is going to pitch, and leading off for the Cubs is Jerry Morales. He is 0 for 2. Messersmith will pitch, and that is 2-4. Strikeout 9, no. Morales will swing 2-2, star 5. He flies out to left. One man down. The batter will be Pete Lecoq. He is 1 for 2, singled and reached on second on an error. Messersmith will deal. And that is 2-5. That's a walk. That 9 is good, and Lecoq will reach base for the second time. And that's the first walk given up by Messersmith. He had 73 of them in 76, his first walk. So runner on first, and here is Manny Trio, who made that huge error to allow a run. Trio is 0 for 2. Infield is halfway. There is no strat. Messersmith will pitch. 1-5, possible error. Trio will swing. 1-4, and that's going to be a double into left field for Trio. That ball is hit to win. His error rating is a 6. That's a 3. That's going to be a double and an error. That's a double and an error. That is a double and an E7 on the Braves, which means a double. It's an automatic 3-base advance, so Lecoq comes in to score automatically. Trio is at third. His base running rating is a 3. Win is a -2. On a 1, Trio will score. No, he holds at third. That is a 6, but a 6 doesn't matter on an error. He holds at third base. He stays. So that is a double and an error, and the Cubs get a run, and it's now 5-2. The batter now is Steve Swisher, and Messersmith can't believe it. Messersmith say, hey, come on. I mean, I gave up the double, yeah, but got to make the play out there, Jim. So runner on third now, 5-2. Here's Swisher. Swisher is 1 for 2. The Cubs are going to play, the Braves are going to play the infield back and try to get the out. Messersmith will pitch. Am I rolling a strat? Yeah, I'm back to rolling a strat. And that 15 says no. Messersmith will pitch. 4-4. And against the righty, that's blank. Swisher will swing. 4-5. That's a fly out to left. Now that's out number 2. Does he bring in Trio on a sacrifice fly? His sacrifice fly rating is a 3. Yes, he does. Trio will score. So Swisher hits one deep to left field, and that's near the wall, and that's easily caught. But that will bring in the run. So that double and that error now makes the score 5-3. The Cubs are back in this game. And now here's Dave Rosello. Now 2 outs here. Rosello's 0 for 2. Messersmith now trying to keep it where it's at. He'll pitch. 1-6, error on a grounder. And by the way, that was the second error on the Braves. Error on a grounder Rosello, 6'4", star 4, and that's a ground ball to short. That's it to Chaney. His error rating is a 13. That's a 19. He will make the play. Chaney throws to first to get the out. Side retired. 2 runs, 1 hit, 2 and 1 error. The Braves have made 2 errors in this game. The Cubs have made 1. After 7, the Cubs are back in this game. It's 5-3. We go to the top of the 8th. Roland Office leads off for the Braves, and Russell is going to come out as the Cubs are going to decide to bring in a pitcher. We're going to go with a righty here, even though Roland Office is a lefty. Let's see who the Cubs want to bring in. The Cubs are going to go with Mike Garman, 2 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 4.95 ERA. And you're wondering why it didn't bring in maybe like Daryl Knowles or something like that with the lefties. You got to save him for the closing inning. So Mike Garman's going to come out to pitch because the pitcher is due to bat first. So Mike Garman against Roland Office here, top of the 8th, 5-3. We got a closer game now. Office is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Garman with the pitch, 6-1, wild pitch, do it again. 3-2, possible error. Office will swing, 6-2, and that's going to be a single. Now that's an error, but it's an infield single to short. And what this means is it's not an error. That means it's going to be a play at first base. Office's base running rating is a 3. A 1-3 Office will be safe. Yeah, and he does. He beats the throw to first, and that goes as an infield single. A slow rolling grounder to short. And that's picked up by Rosello. Throws to first, but Office will beat it, and that is an infield hit. And the Braves get the man on. So no error on S1 to S6 anymore, the new rules. And I also just saw in my emails that Chris Davis just emailed me the inside pitch rules. I'll have to check that out after we're done. So here's Rod Gilbreth. Gilbreth is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. Office does have some steal ability. Infield is halfway, although not much. He kind of needs and actually with a 4, actually not really, so but we still roll. That's a 14, nothing happening. Garman trying to keep it where it's at. Here's the pitch, 6-3. That's a walk. The 18 is high. Gilbreth will swing, 5-3. Base hit past second base. That's a single for Gilbreth. Office's base running rating is a 3. He will make third. Runners at the corners and nobody out. Now the batter is Nguyen. And maybe bringing in Garman might not have been the answer here. And Garman's going to come out. And that might not have been a good move on my part. Should fire the manager. They're going to go ahead. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs. They're going to go with Bruce Sutter. They're going to bring him out now. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. Bruce Sutter, pretty much he invented the save statistic, pretty much. Sutter, 6 wins, 3 losses, 10 saves, 2.70 ERA. Infield is in. Runners it for the corners. Nobody out. Top of the 8th. 5-3 Braves. We will roll for a thing on the bases. That is a 2. Nothing from office. Gilbert, however, does have a chance to steal. A 10 minus 2 is an 8. Swisher, nah. Win will swing away. Suter will pitch. 5-4. Strikeout 11. Got him. He gets Nguyen on a K. Struck him out number 1. Here's Ken Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 3, but he did walk his last time up. Nothing on the bases. Infield is still going to be in, even though halfway. You know what? They're going to call halfway instead. Roland's office base running rating, that'll be a 2. Runners at the corners, 5-3 Braves. I am going to roll for the strat, see if anything happening. No. Suter will pitch. 1-5, strikeout, 19, no. Henderson will swing, 4-6, base hit, past second base, single for Henderson. Office will come in, will trot on home. Gilbert's base running rating a 3, he will make third. Henderson to first, and the Braves get a run back. RBI single by Henderson. And the Braves now lead 6-3. Stadium groans. You fight back to get a couple of runs, and you give them up in the next inning. That takes away all your momentum. And now here's Earl Williams. Williams is 3 for 4 tonight. 2 singles and a double, and maybe he knew that Giaz Tebow was going to be in the chat tonight, since he said it's one of his favorite expos. Infield is still going to play halfway, and no more strat. Suter will pitch. 5-6, strikeout 6. Got him. He will get him this time. Second strikeout for Suter. That's the second out. Tom Paciorek will be next, and he's 2 for 4. Infield now normal. Suter ready to deal. 3-1, strikeout 9. He strikes out the side. He got him. Suter comes in and strikes out the side, although he did give up a hit, but that run, of course, is charged to Garman. And the inning is over. 1 run on 3 hits. And the Braves are once again in front by 3 runs, 6-3 Bravos. Bottom of the 8th inning coming up. And Bruce Suter is going to come out, as the Cubs will go to the bench. And leading off for the Cubs will be Mick Kelleher. Still have to go by most at bats. Mick Kelleher, 228 average, 22 RBIs. He will lead off against Messersmith. Messersmith still has a few batters left in the tank. 6-3 Braves. Messersmith will deal. That's a 3-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Kelleher will swing. 3-4. That's a ball hit to center field. That is an 8 against a righty. Kelleher has a pinch hit double. Leadoff double for Kelleher. He will hold at second. What a play there. On a ball hit to center. Nice play by Kelleher. And now here's Monday. He's 0 for 3. Can he maybe come through with a big hit here? Cubs need all the runs they can get their hands on. Double D joins us here at the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. As he says, lots of big-time names. Yes, there are. Messersmith, 2-3, range play. Monday, 2-1. Ground ball to second base. That's hit to Galbraith. His range is a 3. The infield is normal, and he will not get it. That's going to be a base hit for Monday. That's a single past second. Kelleher will score. On a single past second, Kelleher comes in to score. Monday holds it first, and the Cubs get that run back, and it's now 6-4. RBI single by Monday. This game ain't over. Here's Jose Cardinal. Cardinal is 1 for 3. Action in the Braves bullpen. Messersmith is due to bat third in the 9th. He's got a couple more batters left. Infield is halfway. Monday on it first. And I'm back to rolling a strategy roll. Nothing happening with a 4. And no, you're not going to hit and run here. That is available. A 4 actually does bring up a hit and run, but you're not going to do that here. Messersmith will go ahead and pitch. 3-1. Wild pitch. 9. Yep, that's through the backstop. And Monday is going to second. Wild pitch on Messersmith. Monday goes to second base. That takes away the double play. And now we'll do it again. I'll re-roll the strategy roll. Nothing happening on a 6. Runner on second base. Messersmith the batter. The pitcher. 3-3 against the righty. That's blank. Cardinal swings. 4-2. Pop out to short. Out number 1. Pops it right up. 1 man down. The batter will be a young Bill Madlock. Madlock, though, is 0 for 3 today. I know the fans here at Wrigley would love to see a big-time hit. Messersmith ready to deal. I re-roll the strat roll. That's a 12. Nothing happening. Messersmith does have pickoff ratings. Messersmith with the pitch. 1-5. Possible error. Madlock will swing. 5-6. That is a fly ball to left field. That is to Nguyen. Nguyen's error rating is a 6. That's a 16. He will make the catch. That's out number 2. Monday's base running rating is a 3. Fly out to left makes it a 0. And Nguyen is a -2 arm. Monday's not going anywhere. So that's 2 outs. Fly out to left. And now can Jerry Morales do it here for the Chicago Cubs? He's 0 for 3. Nothing on the bases. Messersmith ready to go. He will pitch. And he is tired, by the way. They're going to go with him. 5-6. That's an automatic out. Star 3, and it's a ground ball to third. Picked up there by Royster. Throws to first, inning over. Cubs get 1 run on 2 hits and a wild pitch. 6-4 Braves after 8. Ninth inning. Daryl Chaney leads off for Atlanta. They got switch right coming up. I think the Cubs will go with will probably go with a right-hander if they have one here. If not, I'm just going to go with the best pitcher they have, no matter what. And they're going to go with Daryl Knowles. 5 wins, 7 losses, 9 saves, a 2.89 ERA. Daryl Knowles will pitch to Daryl Chaney. Chaney's a switch hitter, but they'll bring in one of their better pitchers from the bullpen. Knowles is the 6th pitcher being used by the Cubs. Top of the 9th, 6-4 Braves. Knowles will pitch. 2-5. Blank, not tired, obviously, just came in the game. Chaney, 6-2. Single into center field. Base hit for Chaney. Chaney, that is his second hit. He is now 2 for 5. Now the batter is Royster. Royster is 1. He is 1 for 2, singled, but reached on an error and walked. Infield halfway. Cubs fans hoping they can keep it 6-4 to give them a chance for ninth inning magic. There is no strategy roll. Knowles will pitch. 6-2. Range play at the park. Wrigley Field, 4-5. And that is a double to left field. That is a range play, though. Cardinals' range is a 2. He's got to make this. No, that's going to be a double to left for Royster. Will it score Chaney, though? Base running rating a 2. Double to left, -1. Left field is Nguyen, -2. It will not. No, left field is Cardinal, 0. So that is a 1, I believe. Let me see, a 2. -1 is makes it a 1. And then Cardinal, 0. So on a 1. So the only way Chaney can score is a 1 on the blue die. No, he holds it third. He does not come in to score, but Royster has himself a double. And once again, the Braves are in business, and we will see a pinch hitter for Messersmith, as he is done. But what a game he had. Pitched pretty well. Just ran out of gas a little bit. And coming on to pinch hit for the Braves will be Marty Perez. Marty Perez, 257 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs. Perez will be traded to the Giants later in the year. Nobody out. The infield is going to be in. Cannot allow Chaney to score. Knowles will pitch. 6-1. Wild pitch, 20. No. Ball 1. We'll do it again. Knowles. 3-6. Against a righty, that's a home run chance. Perez against the lefty is a 6. The 19 is too high. So no homer for Perez. He does get to swing. 3-5, and it's a fly ball to right field. Now that's out number 1. His sacrifice fly rating is a 2. Does he bring in Chaney? Yes, he does. Chaney will score. So Perez does not get a hit, but he does do enough to get himself an RBI. And the Braves now lead 7-4 on the Cubs. Here's Roland Office. There's 1 out. The infield is now back. Office is 3 for 4 today. 3 singles. Royster on its second. 7-4 Braves now. Knowles ready to deal. No strat roll, obviously. Pitch from Knowles, 6-5. That's a possible error. Office will swing to 6-2. That's a ground ball to the shortstop, and that is Rosello. His error rating is a 9. That's a 2. He's going to make an error. That's going to be an E6. Runners will advance 1 base. Royster to third, Office to first, and that is an error on Rosello. Second error on the Cubs. Each team has now committed 2 errors. Fans here at Wrigley Field are getting a little sick of the bad defense going on in the field right now. That should have been an out. And now here's Rod Gilbreth. And Knowles, after Gilbreth, will be tired. Runners at first and third. Gilbreth does hit into some double plays. They're going to call the infield in again. Hopefully they don't make it. They can get him. Royster's base running rating then will be at 2 with the infield in. Runners at the corners. 7-4 Braves. Knowles ready to deal to Gilbreth. 5-5, strikeout 14. Nope. Gilbreth, 6-1, base hit, pass short. The hits just keep on coming for Atlanta. That is a single for Gilbreth. Royster will score. On a single pass short, Office, he will not make third. He has to hold it second, and Gilbreth on it first, and the Braves now lead it 8-4. And the fans here at Wrigley are heading for the exits. Of course, you never know what might happen, but right now the Braves have an 8-4 lead with one out here in the top of the ninth inning. Knowles is now tired. Jim Nguyen is the batter, and that is it. So Knowles got only one out. The Cubs are going to go back to the bullpen. And right now, I don't think the Cubs really care who's on the mound. And they're going to bring out Buddy Schultz. 1 win, 1 loss, 2 saves, a 6.08 ERA. As the Cubs right now are pretty much accepted, this is probably going to be a loss. So here's Buddy Schultz against Jim Nguyen. The infield is now halfway. Schultz will pitch. 5-5, strikeout 5, got him. He gets Nguyen on a K. Nguyen is now 2 for 6 after that, and there are 2 outs. So Schultz comes up with a strikeout. And now we'll see Ken Henderson. Henderson is 1 for 4. Infield is now back. Schultz trying to end this inning. Here is the pitch. 1-6 range play. Henderson will swing. 1-2. Line drive to second base, and that is Trio. His range is a 4. The infield is normal. He will get that one. Makes the catch, end the inning. Line out to second. 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. And a sacrifice fly. Bottom of the ninth, Braves are leading 8-4. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Bottom of the ninth. Leading off for the Cubs is Pete LaCock. Let's see who the Braves want to bring in to pitch. It is a 4-run lead. The Braves are going to bring in Adrian Devine, pretty much one of their closers. 5 wins, 6 losses, 9 saves. I think he is the closer. 3.21 ERA contact. Not a save situation, but the Braves aren't going to take any chances. They'll bring in Devine to close this game out. Pete LaCock is the leadoff batter. Question is, do I want him to bat? As I check the bench, and I got no choice. He has to. I have no choice. The Cubs bench is pretty much down there. So Pete LaCock will go up against Adrian Devine, bottom of the ninth. 8-4 Bravos. Devine with the pitch. 4-4. That's a walk. A 5. Yeah, he walks LaCock. So he walks the leadoff batter. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 closing inning at RJL 5-1-8? I think not. So the leadoff man is already on. Here's Trio. Trio doubled his last time up and reached on third on an error. He's 1 for 3. That'll give you some heart attack right there. So LaCock on it first. Devine will pitch. No strategy roll, of course. 5-3. That's a walk. The 11, no, that's too high. Wrigley Field subtracts 3 from the walks. Trio will swing, though. 4-1. That's a ground ball to first. Do they turn the double play? The infield is halfway. 2-1-2. Shortstop, Chaney, 0. A 1-2, they'll turn the double play. No. Lecoq will be thrown out at second, and Trio beats the relay, 1 out. Fielder's choice. Here's Steve Swisher. Swisher is 1 for 3. He has a sacrifice fly. Infield still halfway. Devine will pitch. 1-6. Strikeout. 3. Got him. He gets him on a K. Struck him out. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Cubs is Dave Rosello. Rosello was 0 for 3. He will bat. The Cub bench not that deep and nobody better really here. Can Rosello keep the game alive? Infield is now normal. Devine will pitch. 2-4. And against the righty, that's blank. Rosello will swing. 2-5. Star 1. That's a ground ball to third. Picked up there by Royster. He's got it. Pumps once. Pumps twice. Throws to second to get Trio. That's your game. Braves go ahead and down the Cubs 8-4 tonight. Nothing across except a walk for the Cubs as the Braves go ahead, and that is going to be their 20th win of the season, although they're still, of course, in last place in the National League West. So don't go away. The 10-minute ticker is coming up next. And the final line score, of course. As Steeler fan always says, bring on the ticker. That's all he cares about is the ticker. And his Astros. For the Braves, 8 runs on 17 hits and 2 errors. For the Cubs, 4 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. Andy Messersmith will pick up the win. Joe Coleman, the loss, and there is no save. It is time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball on Replay Sports. That's where you can get this awesome system that I think is the best when it comes to running a game, running a season in the background. 8-4 win for the Braves. And now let's see how the rest of the game of the day goes by. We will start with Texas at Baltimore. Blue Die is first. Texas has a 5. That is a 51, and that is 4 runs. The Orioles have a 7, 12, and that's going to be 0. So the Rangers will beat the O's. Oakland at Boston. Oakland has an 11, 52, that's 5. Boston has a 9, 21, and that is 2. Oakland will beat the Red Sox. Minnesota at Cleveland. Minnesota has a 12. The Twins are still the best team in the league right now, 45. And that is 5 runs. Cleveland has a 13. 11. Nope, that's 0. So Minnesota takes care of the Indians. Detroit at the Royals. Detroit has a 7. 35. That is 3. Kansas City has a 17. 51. And that is 6. Kansas City will beat the Tigers. The Tigers continue to be the worst team in baseball. White Sox at Milwaukee. The White Sox have an 8. 62, and that is 6. Milwaukee has a 9. 36, and that is 4. The White Sox will get a win. California taking on the Yankees. California has a 5. Angels get 11. That's nothing. Yankees have an 18, 21, and that is going to be 3. So the Yankees will win there. St. Louis taking on the Astros. The Astros have not been rolling well lately. St. Louis has a 6, 51, and that is 4 runs. The Astros have a 10, and they need a 35 or higher to tie or win. 36, and that is going to be 4 runs. So the Cardinals and Astros tie, we go to extras. St. Louis's clutch is a -1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Houston's clutch is a 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. That will be a run. That will be a 5-4 win for the Astros. The Astros get that win over St. Louis. I know Steeler fan will be happy about that. Philadelphia taking on the Dodgers. Philadelphia has a 13. 66 is the highest you can get, and that's 10. Dodgers have a 6. 45, and that is 4. The Phillies continue to lead the National League East. Reds taking on the Pirates. Reds have a 17. 55, and that is 7 runs. But Pittsburgh has a 10. 36, and that is 4 runs. And this one belongs to the Reds. Mets taking on the Padres. Tom Seaver against Randy Jones. The Mets have a 5. 15. Ugh, that is 1 run. The Padres have a 1. 35, and they're going to win this one with a 2. 2-1 as my Mets fall to the Padres. Montreal taking on the Giants. Expos have a 5. 34, 2 runs. Giants have a 9. 53, that's 5 runs. Giants will beat the Spos. Moving on to June 10th, Oakland taking on Boston. Oakland with a 10. 63, and that is 7 runs for the Athletics. Boston has a 10. 44, that's a 4, and the Athletics will beat the Red Sox. Baltimore taking on Kansas City. Jim Palmer on the mound for the O's. 26, they have a 10, and that is 3. Kansas City has a 6. 66, that's going to be 8, and the Royals will beat the O's. White Sox taking on Milwaukee. White Sox have a 7. 55, that's 5 runs. Milwaukee has an 11. 13, and that is 1 run. The White Sox get a win. California taking on the Yankees. California has a 5. 16, that's only 1 run. Yankees have a 7. 26, and that's 2 runs, and the Yankees will win another one. Atlanta taking on the Cubs. Atlanta has a 12. 22, that's 2. Cubs have a 10. 15, that's 1. Wow, Atlanta beats the Cubs again. Philadelphia taking on the Dodgers. Lefty on the mound. Philadelphia has a 9. 43, that is 4. Dodgers have Rao on the mound, though. That's a 5, though. That could be enough. 46 on a 5. That's 4 runs, and we got extras. Philadelphia has a -4 clutch. So that's a -1. And the Dodgers have a 1 clutch. That's going to automatically win it. So 1 plus 5 is 6. So that's going to be a 7. I'm going to give 7 runs to the Dodgers on this one. And they're going to win the game 11-4. I know as we call it extra innings, it's just something extra, just to get some of the scoring up there a little bit. Doesn't really matter. But the Dodgers win, which is huge. Now my Mets need to win. Reds taking on Pittsburgh. Reds have a 16. The Big Red Machine. And they roll a 16, and that is 3 runs. Pittsburgh has a 10, 13, and that is 1 run. And this one belongs to the Reds. Mets taking on the Padres. John Matlack on the mound from my Mets. They got a 10. I need a good roll. And a 41 is not bad. That's going to be 4 runs. The Padres have a 3, and they need a 53 or higher to tie. They got a 43. Nope, that's going to be 3 runs. And in the second game, I get a happy recap. Montreal taking on the Giants. Expos have a 7, 55, and that is 5 runs. Giants have a 13, 23, and that is 3 runs. The Expos will beat the Giants. That is all for your 10-minute ticker tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night, it will be the Chicago White Sox taking on the Cleveland Browns at the Mistake by the Lake, Cleveland Municipal Stadium. It'll be Ken Brett against Jackie Brown. Brandon Baker, Steeler fan, Double D, Gillies Tebow, Tribe fan, Dave Gardner, Peter Bergs, Ronald Spursky, thank you all. Michael Peterson, thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the bell so as soon as I go live, you'll be notified. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We may even see you guys tonight, as I might be giving Inside Crease a shot on the stream. No promises. We shall find out. Anyway, Atlanta takes out the Cubs today at the friendly confines, 8-4. See you guys later. Take care.